Into means that we're actually, it's an action of going into the space, inside the space. Okay? Now, that's easy. What we sometimes get mixed up is when to use in and when to use inside. Now, the easiest way to remember, I think, is if it's just a small space, we would say in. So I have money in my wallet. But if it's a big space, like a building, we would say inside. So it's raining, so I plan to stay inside my house. It's not incorrect to say it's raining, so I plan to stay in my house. That would not be incorrect, but it's more common. It's more common to hear people in English say, it's raining, so I plan to stay inside my house. So if it's a big building, we would say inside. If it's just a little tiny space, we would say in. So there are extra markers in the basket. In the basket. I would not say there are extra markers inside the basket. There is a projector in the room. There are many classrooms inside the building. Okay? So remember, inside, big space, in, little space. Into is the act of moving something from one place into another place. Well, here's another one. Keep going, and we got more. Affect and effect. Affect, effect. The A is pronounced ah, affect, affect, and the E is pronounced E, effect, effect. Affect is a verb, effect is a noun. That's all we need to remember. So, the air pollution affects some people more than others. Affects in this case is a verb, so we want to make sure it is affects. Air pollution can have serious effects on a person's health. This is a pair of words that English speakers get mixed up all the time. You know, so if you get it right, then you'll be one among the few people who are actually speaking correctly. And we have one more. And one more. Advise and advice. Again, it's an easy rule. It's an easy rule. Advise is the verb. Advice is the noun. So, my brother is a mechanic. So I'll ask him to advise me on the next car I buy. He's going to explain to me what I need to know in order to make a good decision. That is advise. It's a verb. I can trust my brother to give me good advice. Advice is the noun. All you need to remember. Advice, advise. And the sound is, it's slightly different. So, advise, advise, advice. See, it's that last sound, and it's only slightly different. It looks different because one is an S and one is a C. But the sound is very, very slight. So that the verb advise is a Z sound. Advise, z, z. Advise, advise. And then the noun, advice, is a C sound. Advice, advise, advice, advise, advice. Okay? So, it's easier to see in print. It's easier to see in print. Hello? Can you remember all that? Huh?
Right now, okay.
You can't. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
So, advisor.
Like, good question, good question. Advisor. An advisor is someone who gives you advice. So, when I invest my money at the bank, I go to a financial advisor. I would go to a financial advisor. That would be a person who gives me advice on how to invest my money. Okay? So that would be, that's a noun, which refers to someone who gives you advice. So an advisor advises me on how to invest my money. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is reinforcement is important. You know, when you learn something, you have to learn something, and then you have to go back and do it again, relearn it, and then do it again. So what I'm going to do is, before we take our break, we're going to do a practice exercise, okay? Then we're going to take a break. Then we're going to come back and we're going to do the very same exercise. And then tomorrow, or maybe not tomorrow, Monday. Yeah, Monday we'll do it again. And because I think Tim is wrong. I think we'll get him right today. And then when we come back from break, we'll still get him right. And then Monday, you'll still get him right. Because we will be reinforcing. We will be reinforcing what we learned. Now, if we only did it one time, you're right. It'd go. It would disappear. So you got to practice. Got to practice. So, let's.
When you say practice the last one.
Oh, yeah. Page 170 in Graded English Exercises 4, practice. Practice. You don't, it's not, I'm exaggerating the sound, you know, but it, practice. Like a snake's. Practice. Advice. Well, you put in a cold drink, ice. Ice. Ice cream. So, page 170, and let me find myself here. Okay. So we will, you'll have to, Ma, we're out of, oh, is there an extra book there, Pew? Everybody has one? Okay. Now, okay, let's, Pew, we'll start on your side this time, and we'll go around. And you start with number 1, and you tell us whether, first of all, what is the correct choice, and then explain to us why you chose that word, okay? What the rule was.
Number 1, they apply some
Easier than something
Okay. So we're going to, are we going to use some or somewhat?
I think my weekend some earlier
มันต้อง
than we expect.
Okay, we're going, but the word is modifying arrived. So that's the verb. So we want the modifier to be an adverb. So we're going to say somewhat. Somewhat. And it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes because we're learning this for the first time. And it's also, as I said when we started, the people who speak English naturally make the same mistakes. So we're just learning it the right way. So don't be afraid to make a mistake. And you've seen me make mistakes already, haven't you? Yeah. So mistakes are okay. Mistakes are how we learn. So we're going to say they arrived earlier because the verb arrived. Okay? Are we all together on why we use somewhat? Okay. Ben, would you do number 2 for us, please?
Yes, the effects of the teacher's long session was to discipline in the student work.
Okay. That's right. Because we need a noun. So the